The proclamation of the Holy Gospel according to Luke. While the crowd was pressing in on Jesus and listening to the word of God, he was standing by the lake of Gennesaret. He saw two boats there alongside the lake. The fishermen had disembarked and were washing their nets. Getting into one of the boats, the one belonging to Simon, he asked him to put out a short distance from the shore. Then he sat down and taught the crowds from the boat. After he had finished speaking, he said to Simon, "Put out into deep water and lower your nets for a catch." Simon said in reply, "Master, we have worked hard all night and have caught nothing. But at your command, I will lower the nets." When they had done this, they caught a great number of fish, and their nets were tearing. They signaled to their partners in the other boat to come to help them. They came and filled both boats, so that the boats were in danger of sinking. When Simon Peter saw this, he fell at the knees of Jesus and said, "Depart from me, Lord, for I am a sinful man." For astonishment at the catch of fish they had made seized him and all those with him, and likewise James and John, the sons of Zebedee, who were partners of Simon. Jesus said to Simon, "Do not be afraid. From now on, you will be catching men." When they brought their boats to the shore, they left everything and followed him. The Gospel of the Lord.
Our Gospel passage for this Sunday is taken from St. Luke. We have been reflecting on the mysterious closeness of God to us sinners. In the first reading from the prophet Isaiah, God, the holy God, is seen by Isaiah, and we can understand the fear of Isaiah. I might die. I will melt, for I am a sinner, living among a sinful people, and yet I saw the Holy One, God. But his fear of death, of annihilation, before the Holy God did not come true. It did not happen. Instead, one of the seraphim came to him with an ember from the altar, touched his lips, as though God comes close to him. And later on, he becomes a prophet of God. The sinner, approached by God, now approaches God. "Here I am. You can send me. I am your collaborator." Thanks to the closeness of God. In the second reading, St. Paul tells the Corinthians that he is the least of all the apostles, not only because he was the last to have seen the risen Lord, to have been visited by the risen Lord, but he was the last because he was a persecutor of the church. He was the most undeserving of such a visit from the risen Lord. But again, through this coming close to him, Paul was transformed. The persecutor is now the apostle. The one who did everything to stop the spread of belief in Jesus now works for the dissemination of the gospel, thanks to the coming of the risen Lord to him who was a sinner. In the gospel, another figure, Simon Peter. Simon, with the other companions, went fishing, stayed all night in the middle of the sea, but caught nothing. And so they were back to shore, mending their nets and cleaning up, as it were, when Jesus used his boat in order to preach to people who were on the shore. And after the preaching, he told Peter to go out into the deep and to cast his net. Simon Peter described their fruitless labor the whole night, but concluded by saying, "If you say so, I will do it." There was some mysterious belief in Simon Peter's heart. Okay, if you say so, I will do it. And the miraculous catch happened. Filled with amazement, filled with this vision of this teacher who was filled with holiness, Simon Peter also saw himself. And he exclaimed, "Depart from me, Lord, I am a sinful person." Exactly the same words echoed from Isaiah. "Oh, how could I stand the holy God? I am a sinner." The marvel, the awe and marvel that filled the heart of Saint Paul. "Who am I to be called an apostle? I am a sinner. Depart from me, Lord. I am a sinner." What did Jesus do? Jesus did not leave Peter. "You are a sinner. I will come closer to you." And in fact, Jesus associates Peter to his work. From now on, you will become a fisher of human beings. You will be catching human beings. A transformation. A transformation thanks to Jesus' coming to him and staying with him, not departing from him. A transformation that happens because now you will be with me as I have come close to you. I am with you, so now be with me in my mission. During this Jubilee Year of Mercy, I hope we can all tell our stories. How in our sinfulness and misery, God came to us. God did not feel it below God's dignity to come close to us and to even associate us with His gospel and with His mission. Please recall your experiences, your Isaiah, your Peter, your Paul experiences, and how that closeness of God has really transformed you, has changed you. I suppose many people don't experience profound transformation because they are not aware of the coming of the Lord into their lives. If only we open our eyes, our ears, our hearts to this mysterious coming to us of the Holy One of God, then our hearts will certainly be changed. Let us recall the experience of Saint Augustine. Confused, a sinner, who questioned so many things about the faith, but with a gripping experience of God, then everything is changed. And he is a recognized teacher of the church up to now. Saint Ignatius of Loyola, a very worldly person, pursuing worldly goals, but then being visited by the Lord through the Word of God, through the Bible, and through the stories of the saints. Wow! Experienced a transformation, founded the Society of Jesus, How about you? Do you have a story to tell of the closeness of God to you, to us sinners? The word has been exposed. Let us now fulfill it.